legendary supercars that were discontinued, icons that burned, bright and faded fast. Supercars have always symbolized the pinnacle of automotive performance, engineering and design. They embody a blend of speed, luxury and exclusivity, making them the dream machines of enthusiasts around the world. However, not even these titans of the road are immune to the forces of time, regulation, market shifts and corporate decisions. Today we'll explore some of the most legendary supercars that were discontinued, each a masterpiece in its own right, and dive into the reasons these automotive icons were pulled from production. Number 1. The Bugatti Veyron, produced from 2005 to 2015. This vehicle produced 1,001 horsepower, but if equipped with the Super Sport package, you'll see 1,200 horsepower. The Bugatti Veyron was more than just a supercar. It was a statement. With its jaw-dropping horsepower figures and a top speed exceeding 250 miles per hour, it broke records and redefined what was possible in a road car. Developed under Volkswagen Group, the Veyron was an engineering marvel, but also a financial black hole. Each unit reportedly cost Bugatti more to make than it sold for. It was discontinued because the Veyron's 10-year run ended primarily due to its unsustainable production costs and the need to evolve. As emissions standards tightened and electric technologies advanced, Bugatti sought to create a new icon. Enter the Chiron in 2016, boasting even more power and efficiency. Number 2. The Lamborghini Murciélago, produced from 2001 to 2010. This vehicle originally produced 572 horsepower, but when the LP640 was released, it increased to a blistering 631 horsepower. The Lamborghini Murciélago was a wild beast that carried the raging bull into the 21st century. With its Pi 12 engine and aggressive styling, it became a poster car for many fans. It was also the last Lamborghini developed before Audi fully influenced the brand's engineering standards. The Murciélago was discontinued in 2010 to make way for the Lamborghini Aventador. The successor offered a more advanced carbon fiber monocoque chassis, better performance, and updated technology to compete with modern rivals. Number 3. The Ferrari LaFerrari, produced from 2013 to 2016. This vehicle produced 950 horsepower, or 708 kilowatts, combined with the hybrid system. The Ferrari LaFerrari represented Ferrari's answer to the hypercar arms race, alongside the McLaren P1 and Porsche 918 Spider. As the brand's first hybrid supercar, it showcased Ferrari's capability in blending electric assistance with internal combustion fury. It was discontinued due to being limited to just 499 coupes and 210 Aperta convertibles. The LaFerrari was always intended to be a collector's piece, and all production ceased after the units were sold. Ferrari moved on to developing new hybrid systems in future models, like the SF90 Stradale. Number 4. The McLaren P1, produced from 2013 to 2015. This vehicle produced 903 horsepower, with 727 of that horsepower coming from the petrol engine and 176 horsepower from the electric motor. The McLaren P1 was the crown jewel of the British automaker's resurgence into the elite supercar world. With active aerodynamics and hybrid power, it was engineered to dominate both the street and the track. It was discontinued because the P1 was a limited-run vehicle from the beginning. With only 375 units produced, McLaren built it as part of its Ultimate series to showcase its technological prowess. Once the series was complete, the P1's production naturally ended, paving the way for newer concepts like the McLaren Speedtail and Elva. Number 5. The Dodge Viper, produced from 1992 to 2017. This vehicle produced 645 horsepower in its final form. A raw, all-American supercar with a monstrous 8.4-litre V10 engine, the Dodge Viper was never subtle. It was unapologetically loud, powerful, and brutal to drive. Its design remained largely consistent across generations, favouring power over finesse. The Viper was discontinued for several reasons. Increasing safety regulations, especially regarding side impact airbags, made it difficult to keep the car compliant without a costly complete redesign. Additionally, sales had been declining, and Fiat Chrysler ultimately decided to retire the icon after over 2 decades of performance. Number 6. The Porsche Carrera GT, produced from 2004 to 2007. This vehicle was capped at 603 horsepower during its production run. With a naturally aspirated V10 engine derived from Formula One technology, the Porsche Carrera GT was one of the most visceral driving machines of its time. Its carbon fiber monocoque and 6-speed manual gearbox made it a favourite among purists. This vehicle's production ended in 2007 due to tightening airbag regulations in the US and the lack of a viable workaround without re-engineering the car. Its limited run and unique characteristics, however, cemented its status as a legend. Number 7. The Lexus LFA, produced from 2010 to 2012. This vehicle made 552 horsepower during its production run. The Lexus LFA was Japan's unexpected entry into the supercar elite. With a screaming 4.8-litre V10, developed in conjunction with Yamaha, it delivered both performance and emotion. Its carbon fiber chassis was state-of-the-art, and its instrument cluster was digital because an analog dial couldn't keep up with the revs. The LFA was discontinued because it was intended as a halo car for Lexus, limited to 500 units. Although sales were initially slow due to its high price tag $375,000, all were eventually sold. Lexus chose not to build a successor, keeping the LFA a one-time masterpiece. Number 8. The Ford GT, produced from 2005 to 2006, then redesigned and produced from 2017 to 2022. The first generation produced 550 horsepower, and the redesigned second generation made 660 horsepower. Ford resurrected the GT nameplate twice, each time paying homage to the legendary GT40 Le Mans racer. The first run in the mid-2000s was a supercharged V8 Brute, while the second generation was a twin-turbocharged V6 with racing pedigree baked in. Unfortunately, both generations were limited production runs, leading to their ultimate discontinuation. The 2005 through 2006 model ended after just over 4,000 units. The second-gen Ford GT, launched in 2017, was capped at around 1,350 units. Ford wanted to preserve the car's exclusivity, while avoiding the steep costs of continuous, low-volume manufacturing. Conclusion. The discontinuation of legendary supercars often marks the end of an era, but it's rarely the end of a legacy. These vehicles live on through their influence on automotive design, performance benchmarks, and the aspirations of car enthusiasts everywhere. Whether retired due to cost, regulation, or strategic shifts, they remain cultural icons, celebrated for what they achieved and what they represent. As electrification and sustainability reshape the future of performance cars, today's legends may one day face the same fate. Yet, the roar of a V10, the rush of turbocharged torque, or the precision of hand-built carbon fiber will always echo through the history of supercars. Discontinued, yes, but never forgotten. That wraps up our journey through the legendary supercars that left their mark before riding off into the sunset. Which one was your favourite? Or did we miss a classic you think deserves a spotlight? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this ride through automotive history, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're passionate about rare, powerful, and unforgettable machines, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got more high-octane content coming your way every week. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep dreaming and keep driving.